What's up, Facebook and YouTube? It's Zemo's son. I'm coming at you with a little prediction of how I see an overview of the night's big fight card. We've got the uh, junior middleweight champion in Miguel Cotto defending against two division former champion Mayorga. Mayorga is a face first brawler, all out do or die type fighter. We've got Cotto, who's a boxer puncher, who also has Emmanuel Stewart in his corner. I think it's going to be an interesting fight, like I said in the press and on FightNews.com, as long as it lasts. I see Mayorga coming in with the only style that he can use, the only style that can really help him against a fighter as polished as Cotto, is all out. Punches from all wild angles, hoping something lands that he can get Cotto hurt with. But I see Cotto using the training that he's gotten. Emmanuel Stewart's a type of trainer that emphasizes defense and counterpunching. He's able to turn guys like Lennox Lewis and the Klitschko brothers into very dangerous fighters. If you use the style that he employs, I see Cotto coming in there using combination to the head and body, uppercuts, left hooks, and overhand rights that will allow him to TKO Mayorga by round 9. I see there may be some headbutts in there. Possibly Mayorga may get a cut, but I do really think that it's going to be a chance for Cotto to shine. He's had a controversial loss in the past against Margarito and a devastating loss against Pacquiao. Fighting Yuri Foreman and winning the title was an opportunity for him to get back into the championship picture. But against a guy who really didn't have punching power, it's basically a one-sided event. So you got a guy in front of you that's wild, who's unpredictable, who has power in both hands, and he has a pretty sturdy chin. He can take some pretty good shots. He went toe-to-toe with Trinidad for some rounds before Trinidad got him out of there, so he can take some punches, and who has fought at junior middleweight in the past. So I'm looking at Cotto to show us what he has, show us his stuff, so to speak. I feel like it's going to be an entertaining fight, but Cotto will be victorious by the 9th round. Also, Sergio Martinez, after the devastating knockout of Paul Williams, is taking on someone named I can't pronounce that, Dzigek, the undefeated junior middleweight champion. It's going to be an interesting for the diamond belt. You know, WWC got more belts hanging around than a little bit. It's going to be an entertaining fight. You got two guys who are good fighters. One's undefeated, of course, and our man Martinez has a couple losses, but Martinez to me is a stronger fighter, the more polished fighter, the more experienced fighter. I see him winning by decision with no problem. So, probably a one-sided fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the red-headed guy who they say is Mexican. I ain't believing it. Anybody Mexican. He's born in Mexico, but he ain't Mexican. WC newly crowned super welterweight champion. This young man has a very, very, very bright future. He's an exciting fighter, good fighter, patient, poised. He has skills and ability beyond his years from what I've seen. It would be a beautiful fight to have a unification with him and either Miguel Cotto or either the winner of the Sergio Martinez and Dmitry Kluev, whatever, the Polish names make me spit on myself. The winner of that fight and the unification would be great. I wouldn't hold my breath for it because even though he's a good fighter, he's still a young fighter. They have some things he needs to work on. Lateral movement, putting his punches together, and also probably his endurance could probably be improved some. He's a great young prospect, but I really truly don't think he's ready for the top guys in his division yet. But hopefully within a year or so we may see him in a we call a crossroads clash to see exactly what kind of stuff he has. Another fight that intrigues me and I'm wondering why it happened is Eric Morales versus Mediana. I may be pronouncing that wrong too, but some of these things I just can't get it. Morales is a good fighter. He's back after a 2-year layoff. I don't know why in the world he wanted to fight this Mediana guy. He just almost knocked the head off of Amir Khan in a 10-round fight not too long ago. For the first couple of rounds, Amir Khan, he was jabbing, punching, moving, which is thanks to working with Freddie Roach. And he actually dropped him with a beautiful body shot. But the guy is strong. He punches hard. I don't think that Eric Morales really understands what he's getting himself into. And I think he's going to be upset. I think it's going to be around the 7th or 8th round. It's going to be a knockout for Mediana, whatever his name is. Morales is not prepared for this guy's power and his pressure. He's just not ready. Um, Another crazy thing I was wondering about was why Juan Marquez turned down the fight with Morales. I think Marquez is said. I think he underestimated how easy a fight with Morales could be. The guy is strong. The guy has a long reach, and he possibly feel like he might give him some problems. But he's one of the toughest lightweights in the world, if not the toughest. I didn't see how that would be a problem for him. But that having been said, let's talk about the finally signed fight, supposedly, between Klitschko and Haymaker Hay. I think, from what I've seen and heard, that the fight is supposed to be happening coming out around May or something. All I can say to that is that we should have a new unified heavyweight champion in Haymaker Hay. I only say that not take nothing away from Manuel Stewart, who's training is Vladimir, because Vitaly's the oldest one. Vladimir Klitschko is both Klitschko brothers are great fighters. Power, size, they throw a good volume of punches. But there's three factors here I wanted to focus on. A lot of people disagree with me when I talk to a lot of people on Facebook and on Yahoo Sports. They disagree with what I say about the upset in this fight. David Haye represents the first opponent in many years that can fight back, not just throw punches that are ineffective. He fought a guy 7 foot and some change and almost knocked him out because he wobbled him, hurt him pretty good. I was really impressed with David Haye. He's a good fighter. He's conditioned. He's strong. He's balanced. He can do the same things they can do. And in the past, these brothers, if injured or hurt, or if things aren't going their way, they have shown that they will quit. Vitaly was beating Chris Bird easily for the WBO heavyweight title and quit. All he had to do was walk around the ring for 2 rounds. He had to fight one, but he had an injury in his rotator cuff or something, and he quit. I think you're going to see a similar performance against David Haye. It's going to be close for 5 or 6 rounds. If David Haye decides he's not going anywhere, or the fight's close, or he has a cut, or some kind of injury, combinations, body shots, whatever have you, I think Klitschko will quit, and David Haye will win by either TKO or actually win by knockout because he has power. Fighting a guy that tall won't be an issue because he's fought guys taller. The reach won't be a problem. Being able to move and keep his hands going is what's going to give him the biggest advantage over a guy that size. Sure, you don't want to stand in front of him, but being able to move and keep on the movement is going to really be to his advantage. So that's what I'm looking for it to happen. Those are my predictions. I predict an upset with the Morales fight. I think Cotto is going to TKO Mayorga. Martinez is going to win a diamond belt, even though he's been stripped by the WBC and the middleweights for the middleweight silver belt. Don't ask me to unravel all that foolishness because I can't do it. But that's how I call it. That's how I see it. This is David Baines, Zemo's son. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on. I'm also on the Yahoo Sports. Hit me up and let me know what you think.